just show you guys about, you know, we were talking yesterday about getting them in a thinking frame of mind, and you would have heard me say, and if you followed any of Ray's stuff and that, make their idea your idea. Your idea, their idea, right? So if he wanted to look at something and it's his idea, well then you might reward him for it. Alright, so if he went over there for a second, you'd leave him be for a sec, but here I don't really want his idea. I want him to start to follow my idea. Are you keeping up with me here? But I want him to work out. I want it to become his idea. Alright? That makes sense?
Yeah.
And if he happens to all of a sudden find what I'm, you know, like the witch's hat, if he all of a sudden happens to find what I'm trying to get him to find, well then his idea, yeah, that's it. Even if I wasn't focused on it, then that's my idea, right? And I want you to really try and think about taking this through into your riding. You know, if we talk about the canter, how you were saying just get in a trot, well you think about it, if you're just trotting, rising on that diagonal, you ask them to trot a bit faster, all you do is ask up a little bit more in body, and then they find it. And then you just stop them robbing them. All of a sudden your idea become theirs. Yeah, you know. Or if you're like Annie and all of a sudden Max just cantered, his idea become yours. You know, good job, that's what I wanted anyway. Yeah? And you really have to keep that in front of mind. Like, and all of you would have ridden at some point a horse that, you know, you go one way, they go another. Well, maybe you just go with them for a little bit. You know, then you turn their idea into your idea. Like, okay, let's go that way. Good plan. Yeah? And then so pretty soon they start to think of you as more of a partner. You know, you're more, then they start to get to where they're more willingly guided because you take their mind into perspective. You know, you think about them. You think about their thoughts. Yeah? Picking up what I'm putting down? And so, and like, I mean, he's already had a bunch of rides and stuff, but he was quite sensitive and quite reactive when Clan finished his time with him. So he really needed to have stuff bought so that it's more of his idea and he finds fun in it and willingness. And so Amanda spent like 3 weeks getting him in a really good spot. You know, you can see how sensitive he is and he already feels something's going on in him. And it's going to be fun. Yeah. Go for it.
So, going with this so that the idea is mesh, but someone who's a bit paddock sour or, you know, sour, like if I'm in the